Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, it is day 30 of Vlogmas, so we have one more video left for Vlogmas for this year. And in this video, I'm kind of changing it at the last minute. I was supposed to be doing some painting projects around the house, some small ones, but the weather is just not cooperating with one of them. I have to go outside. So instead, I'm changing gears and kind of doing some things because I did post my 2024 budget setup and things like that. However, that was on day 20, so posted on December 20th, and things have changed since then. It is now, 4 days after that video was posted. But I did film that video early on in the month, and since then some things have changed, specifically about how much I have going into sinking funds and all of that. I kind of needed to wait for some like end of year bills to come in, and they are property taxes and HOA fees for my area. So the good news is my HOA finally recognizes that I am the owner of the house. It only took a year to get that, but I have finally received like the welcome letter and all of that type of stuff. So I am kind of going through my planner right here, and I've been doing some changes and all of that type of stuff. So in this planner, in the log, I went ahead and posted the key, color coded the key, and used my mild liner, which are these pins. And then I also used, in some of them I did like, these are the reoccurring subscriptions were with the mild liners, and then these were bills that happen every year. So like this color specifically is for Pesty, the yearly subscription for that. But I have also Apple One, Book Bolt, BTS membership, Canva, Creative Fabrica. Those are all subscriptions. And then the bills are car insurance, house insurance, taxes, property taxes, HOA fees, and then trash, because that is a quarterly payment for my house. So I updated that, and on this one I still haven't decided what I'm going to do, so it may not happen. I really haven't kept all of that kind of geared or any of that. My business budget, I kind of did YouTube editing, and I get some rebates for some stuff as I buy them, and I use that as business expenses because most of the time I'm using it for YouTube videos and all of that. Then we have Amazon, which is the KDP type stuff. So I have some journals out there. Also Amazon Associates as well. So I'm not expecting a lot of money from any of these. And then I kind of put it as $5 because I'm still in the work trying to figure it out. But to set up an Etsy shop for printables and things like that, so that way I can share those with you guys as well. And then I went through and did the variable expenses, so office supplies, equipment, software, stickers, miscellaneous. I threw in Etsy because when you post stuff on there, you do have to pay a fee for however long it's on there, all of that type of stuff. So I do recognize that there is that expense. Then on fixed expenses, I have a website hosting, Book Bolt, Creative Fabrica, and Canva as those. So I kind of have it's my first year really doing a yearly business budget. So I've been doing business budgets for a year or two, but it's where I recognize now that I have way too much money going out and not enough going in. So one of my focus is to try to monetize this channel and to think of other outlets to kind of raise some money to help supplement the YouTube stuff that I'm doing and all of that type of stuff as well. Now, as far as my personal budget goes, because I'm not getting any money from I'm not getting enough money from any of my business side hustle ventures yet. I actually have to loan myself the money to do some of the stuff. So it's like buying sticker paper, doing camera supplies, ink, all of that type of stuff, the website hosting, all of that type of stuff. I'm actually having to pay that out of my own pocket to cover all of that because business is not getting money, a lot of money to cover all of that type of stuff. So as far as the personal budget goes, I went ahead, and I'm not going to share my income on here, but I basically budgeted for the income that I currently have. I'm not sure if it's going to go up, down, whatever next year. And I say down because with 2024 taxes being taken out, and also with any health insurance, you know, that type of stuff, I just kind of, I'm keeping it where it's at, where I'm still budgeting less than I'm actually getting. So that way I have a little wiggle room in the budget for some stuff. So one thing that I did change else in here, I did add Netflix because that was not in here. I forgot to add that in there, and kind of redid some of it. And sinking funds, I went through my sinking funds and completely redid that. And I have a lot more going out because I also did some changes in my sinking fund bank account. And the one sinking fund that I had for household stuff that I used for doing room refreshes, I decided instead of opening up another savings account or something like that for my business savings to pay for subscriptions and things like that, I went ahead and moved that household slot into the house fund. So we'll get into that here with the sinking funds, kind of showing you the splits of what I redid in there. And also retitled that household to business. So that way I can throw money in there every month to help cover for the, I seriously do not think I'm going to allow my website for my editing business to go through. It's just right now a waste of money because I'm not doing much on there. I'm not getting any editing business type stuff. So I think it's just time to let that go. And if I want to do anything like that, then, you know, I can Etsy, Fiverr, Upwork, you know, all that type of stuff. Also, I have a Facebook page for it, so I can do stuff that way instead of trying to host a website anymore, just because it's just money going out the drain, and it's a lot of money going out the drain. So, but there are the other ones like the Creative Fabrica and all of that type of stuff that I do plan on using for YouTube and for me and all of that type of stuff as well. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over on this, and it is my sinking funds. I went through, and on the house fund, like I said, I am separating it by property taxes, the HOA, the homeowners association, and the trails that go through the neighborhood, the house insurance, the maintenance for the house. So just this year, just recently, a couple days ago, I had to replace one of the toilets. So that maintenance is for stuff like that, where it's replace the toilets, call out technicians to come out, look at things. I'm definitely not saving enough for that area for the year, but I have to pay off debt first. That's the big thing. And then the renovations would be the room refreshes that I'm doing, and eventually it would also be to put the flooring, save up for flooring in the floor, and flooring in the floor. You know, I'm painting the concrete right now, but eventually I want to put LVP flooring, so I need to save up for that. So it's stuff like that. If I eventually want to rip out walls and do all of that in the kitchen, it's to help, you know, put money in a pocket somewhere for that. Then I redid the subscriptions and actually like added in all the extra ones that I was not accounting for. And that actually increased by $25, $35 to $60. I think that's the right math. So, and I kind of increased, I tried to get where it was instead of cents going over, that it was just a straight dollar amount, and then just kind of figure it out. So some of these funds are definitely, I have more cents going into them, And there also will get interest included in on all of these as well through the year. Summer bills stayed the same because I just kind of zeroed out, and I will transfer money over as the months go. And then I added in the business account in here, so that I basically took how much everything cost for subscriptions and for all the miscellaneous stuff. I think I took the business budget, added everything in the business budget up, and then divided by 12. I could be completely wrong on that, and said it was $92 that need to go in every single month to kind of cover some of those as well. I have not set up the emergency fund or the net worth tracker. I kind of do the net worth tracker in Quicken and just do that. I did put in the savings tracker. That is not something I really do. Investment tracker, same thing. In the debt tracker, I went ahead and I've transferred money around, and we'll get into that in the check-in, and you'll probably see that. That will be posted the day before this video is posted, on all the stuff that I've been transferring over and all of that type of stuff to get my debt as low as possible by the end of the year. So that way I can kind of like work on starting to pay it off by next year, or trying to pay it off in January. So we're going to end the month with a total of $8,700, so $8,789.72. It is split between the business credit card and the home security loan, and those are my two debts. I own my house, so I don't have a mortgage, so this is all consumer type debt, and that I'm very lucky to have it down that low. I'm flipping through all the pages. I haven't done anything else. I did do the subscription tracker. I think I did that on camera already. And my utilities tracker, trying to figure out my budget for 2024. I did that as well. I have last two budgets or pages for debt trackers, and I was trying to, I'm going to print something out and put it on a sticker to put in here as well, because it's going to have like the little chart and stuff like that. But one thing that I did do, okay, it's an Etsy shop, The Weekly Crew, and I downloaded one of their debt tracker things, and it's the ultimate debt dashboard and spreadsheet. So here are the instructions for all of this, and you just kind of read through it at first. They kind of give you explanations for things and all of that. And I just went to the setup, and you set in your currency right here, and then you can change the date just by double clicking and then going in here and changing the date for where you want to start the repayment. And then in this section right here, you would add in all of your debts. And if you want to do a custom order, in this custom order, you can put the order that you want it. So you can do this spreadsheet does debt avalanche and debt snowball. And it explains somewhere in here the difference between debt snowball and debt avalanche and the custom order. For mine, I'm doing technically the debt avalanche, which is paying the highest interest first and then working on the other one, because the other one is 0%. So I'm kind of like, I don't care about that one, because it's whatever I pay towards it, it is going down no matter what. The one that has the interest rate is the one that is increasing. So that is my focus. And this one, you have the option of getting the one for 30 or less debts or 50 or less debts. I only have two, so I picked the 30 or less. I could technically delete a lot of these, but I don't want to screw up any formulas or anything like that, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Then it tells me down here what my minimum payment is, which is, duplicated right here. And then I put in how much I plan on every single month putting towards debt. So I already know I'm going to put $362.25, because that is what I put in my budget that I'm going to do. Looking at how much I have in here that is possibly going to go to savings, I want to pay off debt first, so I'm taking an extra $300 and having that go towards debt payment. And then this gives you the different payment schedules. So debt snowball, I would be focusing on paying the lowest amount, which would be the loan that I have, and then focusing on that. So it tells me that overall, if I did that one, I would be paying almost $1,200 towards interest, and my debt-free date would be April 25th, 2025. Debt avalanche and the custom order, because I put the 1 and 2, and those are technically the orders that I want to pay it off. I'm paying less in interest, and they are both going to be paid off March of 2025. Then going down and looking, it kind of shows you the different results on everything. And like I said, my custom order is the debt avalanche, basically. So that is my choice, and it's saying most cost effective would be the avalanche or custom order for me, and fastest strategy is the avalanche and the custom. So it kind of tells you what would be your best strategy, and I am going to go for the avalanche, just the highest interest first. And you can select which you would prefer, snowball or the custom order. For me, it's the avalanche, because the custom order it is the avalanche order. Before, when I had more debts, I did have it all kind of messed up in there, and doing the custom order was the best thing for me. And then this gives you kind of the results and how much distribution there is between everything and all of that. Then going down to the next tab, to the payment schedule, it says your current balance is this, debt-free payment is this, you'll have 15 months towards debt payment. It will keep a running tally as you pay off the stuff. And then it's basically the breakdown saying by February 2025, I will pay off the credit card, and March of 2025, I will pay the loan. And this is if I don't include any additional money. So if I get like working the elections, or if part of my bonus, if I get one, if Christmas money, you know, all of that type of stuff, if I put any extra money towards it, I can calculate that in here, and it will help, you know. Every little bit helps to get it lower, and my plan is to have it all paid off by December of 2024, not March. So that is a little bit more reasonable on that. And then it just kind of tells you how much total payment, and then how much would be going to interest every single month, and by the time you get it paid off. So this is over here is the total, and then this would be for just the credit card and then the loan. So I know exactly how much I need to be paying at the very end of the month on that. But that will change, and I will kind of show you how I have it changing a little bit. Then the monthly debt dashboard, and you can go through and change the months here, so that way it picks up when you're making payments, and it keeps a running tally of the month and your progress on paying debts and all of that. Here is the payment log, and this is where I would be doing some kind of slight changes to include that monthly fee that I do. So let's say 1/9/2024 is the debt would be the business credit card, and this would be the subscription for that website security. So I'm actually going to make it a -37.51, and it puts it in parentheses because that is actually coming off of, basically would be taken out of my monthly payment that I'm doing. Then on the 15th, I am paying the $300 towards the minimum payment. And then on the 20th is when I pay the home security. Now let's go look at the monthly dashboard up here where I've typed in for January, and down here it's showing that I paid $262 and remaining is still $337.51. So that would tell me that I still, if I have money left over at the end of the month, that if I want to make sure to stay on target, I need to transfer $337.51 to pay, you know, pay this month's thing to stay on target to still be paying, you know, being debt free and everything. So that's where I would have to, you know, kind of figure out at the end of the month how much I can actually afford once I've done all of my expenses and, you know, did my regular budget and everything. So I am gonna have this, my goal for this year is to really start doing daily, weekly, and monthly check-ins on not just my planners, but on the, like, really be focused, because I'm tired of paying debt and I want to get this paid off. So I'm really going to be focused to try to get all of my debt paid off by December 31st of 2024. And this is the plan that I have for this coming year on this. And like I said, this doing the where if I do have to put something on the credit card, I do that because I want to keep business expenses separate from personal expenses, and that is mainly for when I go to file taxes. I can say everything on this credit card was a business expense, and all of this over here, and also in the one savings account for business, it's still mine, it's still a personal account, but I would be able to say everything from that account was all business and everything on this credit card is all business. So, and keep them separate until I kind of figure everything out. And it just makes filing taxes a lot easier to keep things a little bit separate. But yeah, so, and here you can also do like 2/9/2024, and it calculates for when you go back to the monthly dashboard and you choose February. So in here, January has not changed because you did the February. So in here, you'll see, oh, I'm -6%. So it lets me know I still need to pay $637.51 to that credit card to be able to pay it off. Let's go. Let's pay off our debts this year. And so, you know, just let's try not to be in debt anymore and all of that. So I hope that everybody enjoyed this video and a little look at what I'm trying to do. I will leave a link for the shop down below for where I got this little printable. Also Undebit if you prefer to do that. I have been using Undebit, but I just really forget to go and update it every single month. So my focus is, if I have this here, it's, you know, I'm gonna start like doing reminders and all of that type of stuff to try to remind myself that I need to do this every single month and keep track of it, and, you know, do the weekly check-in when it's not just in paper, but this format as well. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and I will be back tomorrow with a cleaning video and the last day of Vlogmas. Thank you everybody, and I hope you have a safe and wonderful new year. Bye everybody.